This next exercise involving critical business issues and critical business opportunities is really designed to help leaders as they work through some of the challenges they face, both on a daily basis as well as a more strategic perspective. All too often we find ourselves as leaders thinking that we have to solve all the problems. That's not quite true. We have a great group of talented people that work with us. We need to learn how to tap into their resources and their thinking to help us reframe in some cases and rethink what these issues are and how we might be able to work through and solve them. So this comes from basically a lot of the work that we did in iWorks, Innovation Works. And it's a very simple exercise. It's outlined in the book, as you can see. We just want to add a couple of extra items of interest for your consideration. First, let's define what we mean by the two terms, CBIs and CBOs. A critical business issue is one of those things or things that keep you awake at night and have you wondering, what do I need to do to get through this problem? Critical business opportunities, on the other hand, are those things that you see that might be great for your organization, particularly in terms of healthcare reform, where there might be some opportunities to reduce some of the inequalities that you see in your own community, but you just don't know exactly how you want to tackle the problem. So the idea is this: you gather your team together and you do some brainstorming. This is an opportunity to combine both creative thinking as well as critical thinking. Critical thinking being the item where we're focused on solving problems and coming to direct conclusions. And so therefore, as we look at this issue, we'll take a look at CBIs and CBOs in a different perspective. As you gather your team together, what we recommend you do is use blue slips, we've described those in the book, or brainstorm by putting it up on a flip chart or blackboard. And just open the floor and ask people to brainstorm as best they can. What are those things? We'll start with critical business issues that if we don't fix those or they're not resolved, they could adversely affect our hospital or healthcare organization's performance. Once you've brainstormed for a while, then you stop. That's the end of the creative thinking, if you will, and you shift towards the critical thinking skills, and that is brainstorming ideas on how we might be able to solve these problems. And so therefore, at that point, you really want to kick in and say, let's take a very critical look at these issues. The benefits of this kind of activity, you do the same thing for critical business opportunities, is that it allows for a collective decision focus. That is, you're enjoining the entire team to help participate in solving the problem. And it's a great little exercise to have in your hip pocket, if you will, during a meeting, to stop the meeting and say, wait a minute, this is a critical business issue that I think we need to take a little more time to examine. When you're finished, you want to walk away, as we identify here, with a fresh perspective on the problem or opportunity that you're facing. And in healthcare reform, this would be a critical exercise to use once you've identified, for example, some of the areas that you really want to either define better in terms of as a health inequality or as an opportunity that you see for your organization to benefit your community. We hope it's helpful. We encourage you to use it. Take advantage of it. Best wishes and good luck.